Let's talk Apple Watches. I gotta tell you, this year is not what I expected. It's a little bit of a weird year because the watch I'm most excited about is the Apple Watch SE3. The $250 entry-level Apple Watch is actually getting a bunch of updates. A lot of the things that you would expect to see on the series watches is coming downstream to the entry level. We're talking things like a wrist temperature sensor, faster charging, and the thing that we've always wanted from the SE3, we are getting an always-on display. I'm telling you, it's just all the stuff you thought you wanted. Some of the health features that you would expect on the more expensive watches are also coming down, like sleep score. This is an interesting play. The SE is obviously one of the most popular watches for Apple because of its price point, and there's actually not a whole lot that's going to differentiate the entry-level watch from the flagship series or the top of the line Ultra 3. So that's gonna be really interesting to see. And I gotta say, when I was down there and I was looking at the SE3 and the regular Series 11, the only thing that I could really differentiate them by was if I looked at them on their profile and I looked at how far the glass went down, that was it. That was the only way I could tell. Oh, another thing that the SE3 is getting is a speaker. So, last year we saw that the Apple Watches got a speaker so you could play your music and your podcasts out loud, just not in public, hopefully, guys. But now you can do that on the SE3 too. And so, it just really sums up how this is a whole new world for the budget entry-level Apple Watch. That's not to say that we aren't getting some significant updates to the Series 11 and the Ultra 3. And let me tell you the one that I am most excited by. It's probably not the most exciting, but it's exciting for me. We are getting better battery life, baby. Okay, listen, this is the Apple Watch Series 11, right? So for the past 10 years, Apple has stuck to the 18-hour all-day battery life. We are getting 24 hours on the Series 11, and we are getting 42 hours on the Ultra 3. So, why is that significant? Because we're only technically going up 6 hours, right? It's significant because Apple is super conservative with these battery life estimates. When I do my testing, I usually get a significant amount more from that. So I'm excited to get these watches and see how long they actually last. Also, y'all are always up in my DMs, like yelling about the battery life. So listen, this is pretty significant, even though it may not feel super exciting. But there are some other updates too. On the health front, we are getting high blood pressure insights. That's still requiring FDA clearance, so we'll have to see how it works, but it uses the existing PPG sensors, and it'll basically flag if you potentially have high blood pressure. This is a new area, especially since it doesn't require cuff calibration like other features we've seen from this. And it'll be interesting to see how it's implemented and what the testing will be like. More on that to come. Another health feature that is coming is sleep score. So basically you get a score and it tells you how well you slept. This is not new to sleep tracking. We have seen this on Fitbits. We've seen this across a bunch of different smartwatches before, but Apple was a little late to the sleep tracking game, so it's still playing catch up there. It's nice to see that we'll have a little more context for our sleep tracking data. Another area where these two watches are improving is in connectivity. So we're getting 5G. We're going from 4G to 5G. Cool. Love connectivity. Possibly the more exciting connectivity update is on the Ultra 3 with satellite SOS. Now that's something we just saw from the Google Pixel Watch 4, and Garmin also introduced it in an interesting format with the Garmin InReach. It's a little more limited, but Apple is introducing satellite SOS on the Ultra 3. So I don't know, maybe you're hiking, your phone falls down into a ravine and all you've got is your watch and you need to call for help. I guess this is the scenario we're thinking of. No extra subscription. It's included in the price of the watch for the first couple of years. We're also gonna have to go hiking and test how that works out too. Also, the Ultra 3 has the largest display of any Apple Watch ever. But if you have an Ultra 2 like me and you're comparing them side to side, you probably won't notice it that much. The case is still the same size. It's just that the bezels have been more optimized. Wink, wink, optimizer. Haha. One thing that I'm really happy about is that the prices have all stayed the same. I know that there was a lot of thoughts about whether tariffs would come into play. They will not. The Apple Watch SE3 is gonna stay at $250, which is bonkers when we think about all the updates that are coming to it again. The Series 11 will start at $399 and the Apple Watch Ultra stays at $799. I don't know, guys, we got 3 watches and I only have 2 wrists, so I'm gonna have to figure this out. But we'll get those reviews up. We'll get those reviews up. I'll just grow a third. I'll put one on my leg. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.